Is it red?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it supposed to be green? Or her fingers are up in the air. She said, here we go.
Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Wilmington. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and I want to welcome each and every one of you in our sanctuary to an experience. This is not a service. Today is going to be an experience because you're here. Those of you online, act as though you're here. Start hollering at the computer. Do the affirmations. Join in and be transformed. Today is the day that the Lord has sent, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. Let us say that together. Today is the day that the Lord has sent. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And now the celebration singers will take us into the service with energy and love. Please stand and join in the service.
Good morning. We are in the light, in the love, in the glory at Unity Spiritual Center. Welcome, everybody. I'm Shirley and Melito. I'm your platform host for today. Is there anyone here for the first time? Raise your hand. Welcome. So glad that you're here. If you've not already picked up a welcome packet, we have them in the back. Our welcome team could give those to you. It tells a little bit about our spiritual center. And on the back, there's a card with contact information. If you would like somebody from our center to contact you, you can fill it out and place it in the basket that comes during the offering time. So welcome. Glad you're here. And welcome to those of you online. If there's anybody here for the first time online, please type in "I'm new" and put some emojis in, and hope you can really enjoy our service with us today. So we're still honoring the cones outside. So if you see an orange cone by a parking space outside, that indicates it's reserved for people who have a little bit more difficulty getting out of their car and getting into the service. If you've been in that parking lot on the side, it's kind of a obstacle course to get in. So if anybody's got a walker or anything like that, it's really hard to maneuver in that space. So if we could save those spots in the front for people who need a little bit extra help coming in, they will be grateful. So thank you for honoring those cones. Let's dive into our service. We'll start with our mission statement. Please read it with me. Unity Spiritual Center of Wilmington is a vibrant, inclusive spiritual community dedicated to expanding consciousness, inspiring personal transformation, and nurturing love and connection. And our vision statement is united in love. The world celebrates joy, abundance, and harmony. Please read our statement of truth. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. And from that belief, our 3 I am affirmations flow. Please read them with me. I am a beloved expression of God. I am here for a holy purpose. I am in the right place at the right time, right now. And now the daily word for Sunday, June 22nd is guidance. Please read the affirmation with me. With an open heart and mind, I heed divine guidance. If I'm feeling lost or do not know which way to turn, I take comfort in knowing I can pray and bring my awareness to my connection with God. Wherever I am on my spiritual journey, I receive divine guidance continually, and it is up to me to heed it. Divine guidance does me little good if I doubt it or feel too hesitant to act on it. I commit to remain open and receptive as I receive my guidance, even if the call of my heart surprises me, even if I doubt I can do what I am being called to do. I trust the still, small voice within, and I affirm I am divinely guided and faith-filled. And the Bible verse for today is from the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 11. The Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your needs in parched places and make your bones strong. And you shall be like a watered garden, like a spring of water whose waters never fail. I am also the prayer partner today, so if you would like one-on-one prayer, please meet me outside the prayer room after the service. Be glad to share that time with you. And now I would like to invite Terrell up for his first song. Please welcome him.
Had to have high, high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had the vision, always had high, high hopes. Had to have high, high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high, high hopes. Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something greater, go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days we wanted everything, we wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your histories, light up your wildest dreams, do them victories. Every day we wanted everything, we wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love, but I hate to see you waiting. Had to have hope for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had the vision, always had high, high hopes. Had to have high, high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high, high hopes. Mama said, it's uphill for oddities, stranger crusaders. Ain't ever wanna be the weird and the novelties. Don't ever change, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise and never come down, no. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise and never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All dried up, no more love, and I hate to see you waiting. Say they seen it all before, and they never seen the best of me. Hey, hey, yeah. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Had to have high, high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had the vision, always had high, high hopes. Had to have high, high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had the vision. I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high, high hopes. Had to
I love that. Let's give Terrell another big hand. And the whole crew, man, I heard the guitar. See, I'm a guitar player, and so I heard you with the fuzz box and everything. Yeah, that's great. Wow. Let's see. I left one thing down here that I needed. I have to keep up with myself. Well, you know, today we have a great topic of enthusiasm. And I'd love to do a meditation on enthusiasm. You know, enthusiasm requires that you're enthusiastic about something. You don't just wake up and, I'm just enthusiastic. So he said, well, I'm enthusiastic about life. That's good, you know. So you have to be enthusiastic about something. So today we're going to do a meditation on what are you enthusiastic about? And I'll sort of guide us through it, but some of the things that you're really excited about and looking forward to. So let us sit straight up in our seats and let's close our outer eyes and open our inner eyes. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. And in this space of peace and relaxation, as we think about the good, the beautiful things that we would like to see and be and experience. This day I'd like to think about the things that you would like to be enthusiastic about. Let's be enthusiastic about good health, knowing that we are whole, knowing that we are healed. Let us just for a moment visualize yourself in perfect health, feeling the way you want to feel, looking the way you want to look, moving the way you want to move, to see yourself in perfect wholeness, perfect health. I am whole and complete. Let us affirm that together. I am whole and complete. And as we see ourselves whole and complete, let us be enthusiastic about maintaining that state, knowing that it is done. And who are you enthusiastic about seeing, about talking to, about being in their space, about feeling their spirit and their vibrations? Just focus on that person or those persons that you are enthusiastic about seeing. I see Thanksgiving with all of my children and grandchildren and friends and family are there. Who do you see? Who do you talk to? I am enthusiastic about the people I love together. I am enthusiastic about the people I love. Just let that sink in. And finally, let's feel that enthusiasm about something you really, really want. Something you want to possess or enjoy or to see or to be. let's just focus on something you are enthusiastic about experiencing, about having, about enjoying. Be enthusiastic about life. The fact that you're here today means that God has already blessed you with the presence of life. I am enthusiastic about my life. Let's affirm that together. I am enthusiastic about my life. Once more, I am enthusiastic about my life. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And in this space of enthusiasm for life, together we affirm, and so it is. What a journey. What an incredible journey. Well, this year just keeps on moving. I mean, if we look, can you imagine this? We're on the 4th Sunday of the 6th month. That means that we only have 6 months and a few weeks left. Isn't it amazing how fast time flies? And I don't know, do you feel it seems to be moving a little quicker now? Seemed like last year it didn't go by this fast. Last year it seemed like it was August by the time we felt like this. And now it's June and this year is going by. So I want to say that welcome to the 4th Sunday of the 6th month. Those of you online, pay attention, because we have 6 months left to make this our year for joy, for happiness, for good health, for success. I love a few affirmations as we get ready to roll today. I am full of joy. Let's say that together. I am full of joy. I am enthusiastic about life. Together. I am enthusiastic about life. You know, life is such a gift that when you appreciate it, no matter what it is, sometimes we get stuck in the situation we're in. You know, we all get the prodigal son mentality sometimes. Oh, woe is me. I'm in the pig pen of life. My money is funny. My bills are massive. You know, I don't feel that great. But then you're alive. And God says, if you're alive, you still got work to do. And so our message today is about enthusiasm, the God within. And those of you who've been here before, we know that we like to use the Bible as a source of reference, a spiritual book, a book of truths. And when you go through all the different religions, if you read all of them in a parallel fashion, you'll find that they're pretty much saying the same thing, because life is pretty much the same for everybody. We think, we love, we breathe, we live. And so today's topic is enthusiasm, the God within. Bruce Barton, a writer, said this: if you can give your son or daughter only one gift, let it be enthusiasm. If you could just give one gift, let it be enthusiasm. And why is that? Because enthusiasm is the Spirit of God working through you. When we look at the meaning of enthusiasm, you know, the dictionary says that enthusiasm is to be excited, to pay attention, to be full of energy and joy. But it goes a little further. In enthusiasm, the Greek derivation, that's a new word. You have a derivation here. The Greek definition, a derivation, entheos means God within. And so that enthusiasm is not just about excitement, it's about being aligned with the vibration from which you come. You see, one of the beautiful things about the prodigal son, when he was in the pig pens of life, he always knew where he came from. And so to always have that alignment, that I am always aligned with God. So therefore, no matter what I'm going through, as the prodigal son says, if I can see beyond my circumstances, I can go to my potential. So if my health is not good, man, I see myself whole. You know, I believe it or not, I'm over 60. And sometimes, and you can tell, sometimes I feel over 60. And by the way, this is Terrell's mom, Teresa Williams. Please give her a hand. We thank you for your son. You see, he enjoys being here, okay? Yeah, we thank you. But sometimes, you know, I find myself, you ever feel that? You just feel worn out. And you know what? If you let yourself do that, especially if somebody sees you. So I say this, anytime you feel like that, perk up. Norman, you're military. Norman was in the Navy. You perk up like it's attention time, like somebody's coming through for inspection. And that's what you can do with enthusiasm. I mean, and I'm sure you experience it. There's some days I come out, and all of you see me. You say, oh, Dr. Harris, you're always radiant and full of joy. I am, because I make myself be that way. But there's some days I come out, and I'm like, oh, my God. I should have just stayed in bed. And by the way, I'm one of those that I have what they call the cocoon experience. I can't sleep unless I'm under a blanket. I don't care how hot it is. You know, that's why we have to have separate beds. See, I can't sleep. Most people can't, in the summer, can't sleep under a comforter. But I cannot sleep unless there's a certain weight on me. It's like a cocooning effect. But there's some mornings, boy, you get up and I'm like, man, I think I'm just going to stay in this cocoon. And that's when you have to really reprogram your mind. And that's the power of enthusiasm. To recognize that the God within is always perfect and is always whole. And that's who you come from. You know, enthusiasm is a very strong part of the unity theology. It is one of the 12 powers. You know, how many of you took the 12 powers of man course? Yeah. Well, zeal. Zeal is enthusiasm. It's one of the 12 powers, and the disciple Simon the Canaanite. So it's a key part of the unity doxology that enthusiasm is a tool for us to use. On a more practical level, I'll read a little piece to you. Enthusiasm, this is from my book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. Plug. But on a practical level, it says, enthusiasm is one of your most important assets. It is an infectious state of mind that gets for you the cooperation of other people, attracting them to your way of thinking and acting. When you are enthusiastic about where you are going, people notice it and make way for you. In fact, the world makes way for those who know where they are going. And that's why the ancients thought that enthusiasm was kind of a craziness, a God within, because when you had that enthusiasm about you, people follow you. People pay attention. There are two kinds of enthusiasm, and they're what we call animated enthusiasm. Animated enthusiasm, we call it fake it till you make it. Okay? Animated enthusiasm is externally motivated, like fear and reward. You know, in my day, when a kid did not do the right thing, he got a spanking. They can't do that anymore. They're called DSS on you. Okay? If you called anybody on my mother, that would have been the last phone call you ever made. We didn't play that. But you knew that the fear and reward, if you did certain things, if you exhibited certain behaviors, you got either a spanking or a lollipop. And so that idea of animated enthusiasm is you act enthusiastic because you are aware of the results you want to create. So when I get up in the morning and I don't feel really enthusiastic inside, I start acting enthusiastic. But then something happens. When you demonstrate animated enthusiasm, the other enthusiasm is genuine enthusiasm, which is internally motivated. So then that internal motivation is that connection with the God mind of saying who you are. That you don't deserve to be in the pig pen of life. You don't deserve anything that's not good for you. You deserve to have the ring and the robe, everything that the Creator laid on the prodigal son, you deserve it. And the funny thing is, once you start acting, and after a few steps, yeah, I feel good today. And that's a power. Because that says you can change your state of mind. And the moment you change your state of mind, you change your vibration. The moment you change your vibration, you change what you attract. You see, the law of attraction is awesome because it says that we attract what we send out. You notice when you see a person smiling, and you smile at them, and they smile back. I've never heard a person, when I smile, look at me and go like, what's you so happy about? Why are you smiling? But many times, thank God, you don't look like how you feel. You say, I got that. Yes. I tell you, thank God you don't look like how you feel sometimes, because, boy, it would be some, woo. But we have that power now to determine how we look. And so that's why enthusiasm is so awesome, because we can change our state by acting as if. And the moment we act as if, we become. So now let's look at some points. Enthusiasm is evidence of divine connection. That's why it's so infectious. You know, the unity principle, and I love what we did our unity principles, that says there's only one presence and one power in the universe and in our lives, God the good omnipotent. And so when we feel enthusiastic, it's a sign that we're plugged into divine power. If there's only one power and we feel great, then we're plugged in. We become like a lamp, shining. You know, when you plug in the lamp, if you have a lamp over there and it's not plugged in, nothing happens. But the moment you plug it in, it lights up. And so when you're enthusiastic, you're plugging into the God mind within and taking that power, letting that power flow through you. That's why you feel better. When you act better, you're like, yeah, okay, this is my day. I'm going to make this day work. In the book of Romans, the 12th chapter, the 11th verse, it says, do not lag in zeal. Be ardent in spirit. Serve the Lord. In other words, don't be lazy. Be enthusiastic. And when you are enthusiastic, certain things happen. Your vibration changes, and you attract that's congruent with the level of your enthusiasm. I approach my life in alignment with my purpose. Let's say that together. I approach my life in alignment with my purpose. Just let that sink in. Because your purpose is the reason you were created. God doesn't make junk. Everything is created for a purpose. So the fact that you're alive means that you're here for a divine purpose. Point 2. Enthusiasm ignites right thinking. Unity principle number 3 says this: we co-create our experiences by the activity of our thinking. We co-create life based on our thinking. So whatever it is, you and God did it. If you did your part right, then you get harmony. If you did your part wrong, you get something else. You know, the interesting thing about the God mind is that it is a creative mind. Whatever thought and emotion you put in it, it manifests and you become attractive. And so if you plant good thoughts, you radiate good things. But if you plant bad thoughts, you radiate the other stuff. But the power is you have the choice. And that's what's so beautiful about being a human being. We have the choice of how to create our life the way we want it to be. Of all the species, you know, we're the only ones that do that. We create magnificent stuff. We've been on the planet. I was watching a documentary about 15,000 years, according to this documentary, but we've been on the planet a long time, longer than that. But alligators have been on the planet for millions of years. And Terrell, they have not built one airplane. Man is the only being that has this creative power. I mean, it's amazing when you really look at all the orders of creation. Everything has a purpose and a reason. We're the only ones that have this creative power. And enthusiasm is one of our power tools. No matter what happens, we can make it right. Charles Fillmore said that it's a law of spirit that when one door closes, another one opens. And when you live your life that way, whenever stuff bad happens, and, you know, stuff happens, but you know that, hey, I didn't get this job. Hallelujah. Because I know there's another one waiting for me that's even better. You know. Sometimes in relationships, boy, when I was a young man, I think I always wanted to be in love. And when it didn't work out, I was like, oh, my goodness, I don't think. But now I realize that if it doesn't work out, it's because there's something better. We always move towards a higher level of experience of life. So enthusiasm helps me see beyond obstacles to opportunity. I'll say that and you repeat it. Enthusiasm helps me, together, see beyond obstacles to opportunities. Yeah. Third key, enthusiasm sustains you against adversity. Enthusiasm can keep you going when everything else fails. You know, the path to success, the path to a good life, somehow has pitfalls and roadblocks and all kinds of stuff. But enthusiasm gives you a way to rise above it. And you rise above it because you recognize that you are the creation of a loving God put here for good purposes. And so if you're not experiencing it right now, you can change that. William Arthur Ward said, enthusiasm and persistence can make an average person superior. When you want it badly enough. Thomas Edison wasn't necessarily the greatest inventor, but he was enthusiastic about what he was trying to do. And he was persistent until he got it done. On the other hand, indifference and laziness can make a superior person average. Many people don't live up to their potential because they're not enthusiastic about something that they're set out to do. I am always enthusiastic. Let's say that together. I am always enthusiastic. Winston Churchill had a great quote. I love him. You know, he's one of the figures, I wish they taught more history in school. Because when you learn about people like Churchill and some of the great ones, even George Washington, you can go down, there's so much to be learned from their lives. And when we don't teach it anymore, we don't teach history, there's so many lessons you miss. Churchill said, success is the ability to move from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Now that's so powerful. That means when it doesn't work, when stuff fails, when you get let down, you get disappointed, you're like, I'm excited still. It's on the way. You know, I have an on-the-way mentality. One time I had taken an antibiotic and I was allergic to it. I ended up being in the hospital 4 days. They saved my life. I came back, I got home, and one of the side effects was I'd lost my memory. I'd look at you and I go, hey. Nothing was there. I couldn't remember names. I couldn't remember. Somebody said, what's your address? I go, you know where I live. Yeah, what's your address? And so I called a memory expert. And he said this. He said, look, the key to memory is to relearn how to remember. He says, so never do a negative programming. Never say, I can't remember. Say, it's coming to me. So, Ann, if I can't remember your name, I go, it's coming to me. And so, whatever's going on in your life, always assume that the good is coming to you and that you're enthusiastic about the good, and that literally creates the vibration that pulls it to you. Point 4, enthusiasm activates action. The fifth unity principle says that knowing and understanding are not enough. You got to act on it. You can't just read the scripture. You can't just come in to take our classes. You got to put it into practice. You got to do something in your life. When you act on it, enthusiasm says act boldly, speak affirmatively, and serve joyfully. When you come into this church, you meet the volunteers. Don't they make you feel good? Doesn't it make you feel like, yeah, I belong here? Sometimes you're like, does she know me the way she greeted me? Maybe she knows me. So you serve as a volunteer. You do it with enthusiasm. When you speak truth into a friend's life, sometimes people need an encouraging word. You say it with such enthusiasm that it makes them feel they feel better, makes them feel they can get through whatever it is. When you wake up in the morning, you say yes to life. What do you say to life? Yes. One more time, yes. So we've gotten our enthusiasm to the point. Let me share a couple of steps on how you can cultivate it and get even stronger in it. Number 1, daily affirmations. You see, Unity is an affirmation church. Program your mind. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Let's say that together. The joy of the Lord is my strength. So you speak it, you feel it, and you live it. Spiritual practice. Meditation is key. We do a meditation before our services as a part of our services because meditation gives you a chance to disconnect from all the outside stuff and focus on the true you, the you that's in harmony with the God, with your Creator. Have a great sense of expectancy each day. You know, what do you expect? I wrote this line and it said this. It's very powerful. It said, it says, that which you expect and project with feeling, you attract. Every day brings you that which you ask of it. And so to create enthusiasm by having profound expectations for the day, that it's going to be a great day, it's going to be a good day. Service with joy. Always do your best. Always do your best. Always be your best self. I am my best self. Let's say that together. I am my best self. And then finally, stay close to the fire. Stay around people who believe in you. Stay around people who encourage you. Surround yourself with people who reflect the future you, not the ones who remind you of the past you. Sometimes it's hard, especially when it's family. But to protect yourself, there's some people you have to just limit their access. You can't cut them off, but you have to limit their access because you want to surround yourself with people who believe in you, who uplift you, who love you. And that then gives you access to the mastermind principle. If you're the smartest person in the group, you're in the wrong group. You need to be in a group where the people are smarter than you. That way you can learn. That way the mastermind principle can uplift you. So we use these things, then we can truly act with enthusiasm. We can act with faith and boldness. The beauty of enthusiasm is that the more that you can be, the more you can do. But then the more you can do, the more you can be. So it puts us on a never-ending spiral of increase and enjoyment where we learn more, we understand more, we feel more. We become one with God, the vibration that created us, and we live our purpose in completion. Wow. Let us stand and close out together. I hope this was helpful. I hope you can take enthusiasm and make it just take you around. Enthusiasm is the Spirit of God working for me. Together. Enthusiasm is the Spirit of God working for me. For who? For me. Enthusiasm ignites my right thoughts, my good thoughts. Together. Enthusiasm ignites my right thoughts, my good thoughts. Enthusiasm is my shield against adversity. Together. Enthusiasm is my shield against adversity. And finally, enthusiasm makes me act, speak, and serve with joy and love. Together. Enthusiasm makes me act, speak, and serve with joy and love, always knowing that the best is yet to come. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you so very, very much. You may be seated. I have had a ball today. It's time now to do our collection. I don't like that word. There's another word for this. Offering. Yeah, gifts. It's time now to do our offering. We have so many ways. Those online, and I know there are a lot of you online who would love to be here. So be sure to go to the website. You know, we have Venmo, we have PayPal, we have all these ways, and send money this way. Because with your funds, with your support, we lift this church even higher. Our website, Unity of Wilmington, all these great ways for you to give and support this ministry. Now we have our affirmation, our words. Here we come. Our mantra. There. Yeah, here we go. Together, let us read. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is. And now, the celebration singers, take it away.
We are the
Let us be still a moment. And in this moment of stillness, we give thanks that each and every one of you has given of your substance, of your love, of your attention, of your support. We thank you for this seed of support, knowing that it will be planted in the consciousness of this church to help it grow, to help it manifest, to help it be a light for all the world to see, be healed, and uplifted. And so together we say, and so it is. Thank you. That's right. I forgot to announce. This is membership month. And by the way, I tell you, Marcia is killer. We have Marcia and Sena. Sena are doing great. Sena, on our tree over there in the corner, you see those leaves. And those are the leaves of guests. That, in other words, whenever our members invite somebody, they take a leaf and they put their name on it, and then they put the name of their guest on it. So thank you so much. This is membership month, June. We're doing very, very well at it. So anybody bring a guest. We have a great prize that's going to just blow somebody's mind. So we complete this through June 30th. And then the first Sunday in July, we're going to have a drawing. We're going to take all those leaves, we're going to put them in and mix them around, and we're going to pull out one, and that person is going to get a 7-night, 8-day vacation anywhere they want in the world. It's a vacation voucher to many of these resorts all around the world. And the hotel and all that is paid for. You got to pay to get there. But the 8 days, the 7 nights and 8 days is just going to be a fantastic experience. So you got another week. Let's bring more people out, bring more guests, because you deserve a break today. Thank you. Thank you.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here comes bad news, talking this and that. But give me all you got and don't hold back. I should probably warn you I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. That's why. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. Set my levels too high. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. I said my levels too high. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. My levels too high. Bring me down. I said can't nothing bring me down. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, come on. Bring me down, ain't nothing. Bring me down, I set my level too high. Bring me down, ain't nothing. Bring me down, I said, cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is your truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you feel like happiness is what you know. Clap along if you feel like that's what you gotta do. Hey.
Wow, if there was any doubt that the theme today was enthusiasm, you're not paying attention. Thank you so much. So now we have a chance to find out more ways that we connect this week. So after church today at 12:30 in the sanctuary is Kirtan with Madhavaya. She's going to be doing mantra meditation, among other things. So please join her here at 12:30. Also, saving the date, because coming up in November, we're going to celebrate 50 years of the unity vision for this place. The dates are, I know. And it's going to be a big celebration starting November 14th going through the 16th. So some of the things that we'll be doing should be up there on the slide. Friday night karaoke and dancing. So let's see if we can find some more hidden rock stars in the group here. I know you're out there. So that's going to be a blast. Saturday, there's a family fun festival. Saturday evening, there's going to be a banquet, auction, and some entertainment, so stay tuned for that. And Sunday, we're going to have a family reunion. So people, guest speakers, people who have been part of Unity for a long time will be coming back. Wonderful celebration. Also, I see there's a chili cook-off. Stay tuned for more details about that. The next planning meeting is June 29th at 12:30. Bring your lunch. Sounds like it's going to be a long meeting. So, thank you all for those of you involved in that planning committee. It's going to be a great time. Ongoing. Just a reminder, we do have a lending library in the youth ed hall. It's way down at the back where we've got the healing time. It's a self-service library. Just sign out a book. There's amazing variety of metaphysical books back there. So go check that out. The WOW Book Club continues to meet. It'll be Friday, 10 o'clock in the library. This Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we are having and I'm going to call it a post-solstice meditation because we've already had the solstice, but we're going to be honoring the solstice. There's a lot of energy that changes during the solstice, and we're going to honor that with a walking, eyes open, sometimes called meditation. So meet us here at 7 o'clock. The plan is to be outside to walk in our beautiful gardens outside to feel that amazing energy of all the people who have put hands on the ground and in the earth to make that a beautiful space. If it's raining or it's ridiculously hot, we will do it in here. So we have a backup plan. But the plan is to be outside for eyes open meditation, 7 o'clock this Wednesday. Please join us. That is sponsored by the prayer team. Unity dinner is at 6 o'clock. It doesn't have a date on my thing. It's usually on a Thursday. Yes, this Thursday, 6 o'clock at Stoke down in Carolina Beach. Another time to connect for fellowship. So please join us down there. There should be a sign-up sheet in the community room if you're interested. That helps the person making the reservation know how many people are coming so we know how many tables to reserve for that event. So if you're interested, please sign up. Youth Ed continues to meet in the sanctuary, which is really nice. We get to see what they're working on. There's Sana and Nina back there. I don't see any children today, but usually they're children, and we get to see their activity. And then it's great for the kids to see us. We can connect with them, get to know them, and just be aware of their vibrant presence with our community. So if you would like to find out more about what's going on in Unity, we have a webpage that you can sign up. Also look on our Facebook page. And then, of course, the sign-up sheets in the fellowship hall. Honoring our teams this week, we're going to honor our worship team and our music team. If you're a part of those teams, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Thank you. And also shout out to the band. Yay, so glad you're here. And to Terrell, who seems to be coming more and more, and I'm so happy about that. So thank you for being here. And our next slide will be how to thrive in 2025. So I've got a couple more examples I want to read to you. This first one, we have the green I am cards here. I am excited about learning new things. So that person is learning new things because we're never too old to learn and grow. And this other person completed the MBSR certification. So congratulations to that person. Yeah. So your homework for this week is to be enthusiastic about one thing and see what that attracts. And as you manifest that, write it on the board so we can continue to read these and be inspired by your achievements. So thank you so much. So now I'd like to invite Dr. Harris back up to the stage.
Well, we've had an incredible experience today, and we're right on time. Isn't that amazing? You know, sometimes when I grew up in the church, an hour, we hadn't even gotten to the sermon yet, you know. If it wasn't 2-hour service, like you hadn't reached the Lord, you know. Y'all just playing around, you know. So I tell you, we here at Unity are able to really have this experience and do it in 1 hour. It seems like we've been here longer, doesn't it? Yeah, that's good. If we can stretch an hour and make it an hour, that's a good thing. I want to thank everybody for just being here today. Those of you online, be sure to come and visit us when you're here. Thank you so much for your contributions and for your support. We know that this message will transform you, and you can really make it happen. We're ready for our group to come up. Today we have an incredible team up here. I think you've gone through most of that, but Shirley is a platform host. And you know, when Shirley speaks, doesn't it sound like she's been doing that all of her life? It's like that was her calling. Do you remember when she used to be really quiet and didn't say anything? You remember those days? Well, Shirley, we're glad you're speaking up. Good. We have, she did the Daily Word, our prayer team, our musicians, Terrell and his mom. Thanks so much, Terrell. Sana, thank you so much for being here. We love you in the sanctuary, and the team. I mean, you've just been an anchor back there, and what a great idea. The hospitality, Jan and Dave, where are you all? They're doing the hospitality. Well, they can hear us outside. We appreciate each and every one of you. And Betty and Donna. Where are Betty? Stand up, Betty. Yeah. Okay, Gail. Betty and Gail, works good. Thank you. So I think we've covered. And then Kara, thank you for giving us perfect sound. So let's give everybody a big hand for being a part of this. Today, as we sing the peace song, I want to do something different. You notice when we're closing out, it's kind of hard for everybody to kind of line up. I think there's enough of us here today that if we did a great big circle, that way we could all be connected. And so why don't we, let's see, we have the singers up here, so why don't I start here and we're going to go around the room, just go outside the chairs. We start here and just go around. Yes. And then on that side over there, let's see, so we can get a whole circle. Okay. Yeah, good. All right. Yeah, we're coming. Everybody, we're coming. Jim, you got a place there? Come on. And Dave. Okay? We got it done? Wow. Wow. All right. And I offer up our prayer protection that the power of God surrounds and protects us in each and every way. That the wisdom of God guides us, uplifts us, and takes us to that place of oneness. That the love of God fills our spirit, fills our body, fills our lives with such completeness that all of us are one. And in this spirit and in this vibration, we know that our way will be smooth, beautiful, and perfect. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.